Hi, T216 Assistant Scoutmasters. This is a follow-up video based off a couple questions that came out after adding an event to Troop Web Host video that I just posted. So in this episode, we are going to dive a little deeper into two of the functions we talked about. So we're going to go into Calendar. And the two functions were ability to take attendance and the ability to include merit badge requirements into a trip, and then how would you actually use the system to sign those off. So we're going to go in here and do a little bit of both of those, just to give you an example if you use those features, what that would look like. So for us, the most recent trip we had that had those elements added was back in March of this year, and it was at the Master Chef Cooking Campout. So this is also helpful because this will show you a view of what an event looks like after it's closed or passed. So in this case, obviously, a lot of the details have been removed because of the fact that this event is in the past. But if you scroll down here, you do see that when this was set up, all of the cooking requirements that would be covered during this event were added by the lead. So what we can do from here is we can go in and you can see the choices you have left is if you wanted to, for whatever reason, print the participant list or email the participants, update the event. But the main one we're looking at here is take attendance. So in this case, if you click on take attendance, you would then have the ability, once it gets over to the screen, to come down here and under participation, anybody says yes would have been who signed up in Troop Web Host. But if somebody was not able to make the event for whatever reason, you could go in here after taking attendance and click no or yes if somebody for whatever reason was not recognized in Troop Web Host. And you would go down here and just confirm that everybody is shows as a yes. From a use standpoint is shown as a yes, or if they weren't there, that you could click no. Once all that happens, you would be able to go back up to the top, say attendance finalized, and save and exit. So that means at this point, everybody who is shown as being an attendee for this would have actually been in attendance. So once that happens, the next step's a little interesting, but you actually go back over to menu, you go down to advancements, maintain advancements, and then you see enter requirements earned at event. So if you select that, it gives you a list of all the different events that have happened, and in this case, you can see any of them are ones that have requirements associated with them. Master Chef Cooking Campout is the one we're looking for, so we will view advancements there. Once here, you can see the same list that was in the event itself. And unfortunately, there is not a click and accept all. You do have to go into each individual requirement, and it'll say scouts who earned. And from this standpoint, you could go in, and if everybody who is on this list met the requirement, you could just click the very top, or you do have the ability to select per scout based off of who did or did not. Now, the other thing you'll notice here is this list is not all of the youth who are on the trip, and the reason for that is the list shows all of the scouts who attended the event who have not yet earned this requirement and who are not working on a different version of this merit badge. So what this means is if you had 4 or 5 youth who already had this requirement of 1A met, they wouldn't show up as an option to select here for obvious reasons because they already have it. So in this case, you would go through each of these and select all or a subset of the youth based off of who attended and who met the different requirements. You know, again, unfortunately, it does not give us the ability to do this all at once. There is another way of accomplishing that, which I'll cover in another video. But if you are using the feature within the events for Troop Web Host to add what the opportunities are for merit badge or other requirements to be met. This is how they will show up, how you would take attendance, and how you would then go in and provide credit per requirement to those who met it. Hope this answered the question, and again, thank you for reviewing the first video, and if this spurred more questions on, please let me know. Like I said, I will review some of the bulk uploads of merit badge requirements that we would do, say after a spring blast, or doing any type of merit badge college work that we do. So stay tuned to that in a future video. And again, thank you so much for all that you do for the troop.